Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Today I really want to show you my mini garden, a little update on how my green beans are doing out there. Oh, Coda wants to be involved. Yep, she's here too. They have not produced green beans yet, but they're getting close because someone in the comments on my garden video said once they start blooming, like little flowers start blooming, then the green beans are soon to follow and they grow really fast. So let me show you that, and then I'll also show you just a little tour inside of all my house plants because I've been getting a lot better at taking care of house plants. So yeah, I just want to show you the ones that I currently have. We'll do a little house plant tour. As you can see, my strawberries died and my cucumbers never sprouted, but my green beans are doing really well. I do have to keep them very watered just because it's so hot and dry here at the moment. You can start to see these little blooms, and so pretty soon that means they are gonna start to produce green beans. So I'm super excited about that. So all I've been doing to care for them is watering them, making sure they get either rain or water from the hose every single day. And then I'll also just kind of prune them. So any leaves that look super brown or crinkly or just like they're dying, I'll just pick off so that all of the energy and nutrients can go towards the good leaves and blooms and future green beans. This will be literally the first thing I've ever grown from a seed and then been able to eat. So even though only one thing survived, if I'm able to eat just one green bean from all of that, I'm going to be very happy. And then I'll have some more ambitious plans for next spring and summer. I'm also happy because these marigolds that I planted, I got these at the same time as that stuff. They're actually doing really, really well. You're supposed to plant 3 together. So that's exactly what I did, and they're looking really good. I want to fill in these areas even more, just because I like a really lush kind of like English garden look. Okay, does anyone else find it so satisfying to pick weeds? I don't know what it is. These ones are really spiky, but when they're babies, they're not too spiky and you can pick them. I don't know what it is about like picking the root right out of the ground, but it's almost like popping a pimple or like bubble wrap. It's like just the most satisfying feeling ever. Wow, this one was completely attacking this plant. No wonder it's like dead. This whole thing is a weed. You gotta get these little babies early, otherwise they turn into those spiky ones. And then you have to use a special tool to get them. Yeah, so I try to weed every week if I can, because we'll get weeds in this gravel path, and if you don't keep up with it, it'll just get really bad and then it'll kind of become a lost cause. But if you just do it a little bit each week, then it's totally manageable and it just keeps it looking well maintained. There's something so satisfying about like caring for your space, especially outside. Okay, now I want to show you guys a little plant tour inside. So we'll start in the kitchen. A lot of these I have actually inherited from my mom who moved to California. So we got her plants, which is fun. So this is a rubber plant and he has been thriving. So my mom, when she planted this, she put little pebbles on top of the soil, and that has made it so that I barely have to water this, and it's been doing really, really well. Over here, I have a pothos that I propagated, and we don't have any new growth yet, but we will. Trust the process. And back here, I have some leaves that I'm waiting to sprout. Some of these actually have sprouted. sprouted roots. And so I'll be able to plant these in soil really soon. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one I'll be able to plant really soon. Let me know if you want to see a video on that process, because I definitely have like plants at every phase of the process that I could show you. And that would be fun. Also, I could do a video on how I make my own planters just by drilling holes in glass and ceramic containers. If you're interested, that's a fun little thing I've been doing. While we're talking about ones I've propagated, I'll show you this one. This is the first pothos I propagated, and these 2 new leaves are new growth since I propagated it, since I like planted it. And so that is super exciting that it's actually growing. Got a lot of pothos, I'll be honest. That's like what I mostly have. So this is like the big mama that I've been taking all the cuttings from for propagating. So this one here lives in my office, and I went through a little bit of an issue with her. As you can see, there's tons of space here where like I had to rip off leaves that were dying, and that's because I was overwatering. So yeah, when leaves turn yellow like that, it could be a sign that you're overwatering. And so stop doing that, and that worked for me. But anyway, that's that. Then I will show you this snake plant over here. So this guy is nice and tall, and he's nice and easy. I haven't had to care for this guy much, just like watering. I'm trying to think, it's really seldom that I water, maybe every 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks that I have to water it. And I'm very much like a plant beginner, and I'm just sort of starting to learn. So don't quote me on this, but what I have learned recently, just from trial and error, is that the best way to know if your plant needs watered is to just poke down in the soil a little bit. If the first 2 inches are dry, but below that is wet, don't water it. But if it's dry most of the way through or all the way through, then it does need watered. So yeah. I have had a history of overwatering, so do not overwater. This, I believe, is another pothos, but it's a different variety that I can't exactly remember the name of. But same thing, this one's been doing really well and staying nice and moist from these rocks here. So yeah, that one's really pretty, and I've taken a few cuttings from this to see if I can propagate it and grow another one, because I just think it's so pretty. So we'll see if those pan out. Here are some more leaves that I'm trying to propagate. This one actually has a little tiny root, but I think these mushroom things are so cute. Then moving on upstairs. Here we have this plant, which I can't remember the name of, but I'll put it up on the screen. It's, you know, it's cute. It's not my fave, but she's doing great here in the laundry room. Last but not least is the Monstera. This one also inherited from my mom. Pretty much all my plants I've just gotten from my mom. But this one's doing so well. There's so many new leaves coming. You have one here. This one is just about to unravel, and it's just looking really, really good. Like, the leaves are freaking huge, and just, oh, it's just so pretty. I love having this like right next to my bed, which, by the way, if you've seen some recent videos, you probably know I've been really fighting with this bedside table. I ordered different ones that are going to be here soon that I'm really excited about. So I'm loving the lamp. Like, let me show you what it looks like when you turn it on. It's just, the light bulb I put in it is so warm, and mixed with like this type of shade and like, oh, just the colors of it. I'm obsessed with it. But like, this table, the nightstand's just not doing it any favors. So it's gonna look so much better on the new table, I promise. And then I feel like I have to show this honorable mention, because whenever Jake and I got engaged, it was actually at a lavender field and it was so beautiful. And this is the exact lavender that we picked at the lavender field. And so yeah, I've just had it drying and I have finally, well, this lighting is funky. And I have finally just put it in this cute little jar that used to have juice in it, and I cleaned it and took off the label, and I just think it is so cute. And we got engaged a whole year ago and it still looks really good, I think. So I feel like I'm just gonna keep this as long as possible, and the less I like touch it and mess with it, the longer it will last. So yeah, that was my short little garden and plant tour update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is just the beginning. I feel like I had to film a starting point because I feel like I'm gonna be getting more into my plant and gardening era. Even though we're about to move into fall, I feel like it's so sunny here still in Colorado that even if I can't grow stuff outside, I can grow stuff inside. Or I don't know, my friend was even talking about like you can buy little mini greenhouses and stuff like that. So anyway, I am just excited to explore that whole world and take you guys along, and I will of course tell you the second that we can eat a green bean. You'll be the first to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!